It's hard to determine what should you do when it comes to DIY. Should you replace or should you just update? So today I'm going to go over with you what are my plans for DIY projects this year in 2026. What am I updating and what am I completely renovating? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. And this is Lex on the Low, where we talk all things about how do you live your luxurious life while staying on a realistic budget. So if that's something that makes sense to you, then please join my little corner of the internet where we talk about these things. So what am I updating this year? Well, if I ever get it done, I am updating my master bathroom. I am going to show you guys very soon what that looks like, and hopefully I'll be showing you guys a video of it getting done. I'm hoping that in the next few weeks that is going to be taken care of. But that is something that I'm updating because I do not want to spend a lot of money completely renovating that bathroom right now. Eventually, I think I'm going to completely renovate it and make it look more the way that I want it to look. But for now, I'm very happy with updating it by using paint, changing or adding fixtures, and then changing out the lighting and adding some accent walls. As you know, I love accent walls if you've been around. So that is something that I plan to just update this year because it's an easy way to save money while still making my house look way more elevated than it currently looks. But what are some things that are cheap projects that I plan to do, overall cheap projects, I would say less than $1,000 if that for both of them, that I want to completely renovate? That is going to be in my downstairs. I'm going to completely renovate the mud area, our mud room. And so let me show you what that currently looks like. So you can see here on this side of me that it is just a complete mess. There are, jackets everywhere, there's shoes everywhere, there's ugly carpet on the bottom. It has the horrendous wire rack that's not helpful for anyone and is completely unesthetically looking, completely ugly. I mean, just ugly. I plan to update that with some IKEA hacks, I think. And then the laundry room, which is literally just right next to this mudroom area. The laundry room, again, there is not any real utility in this room. You can see we have a very nice washer and dryer, so I'm not changing that. It's just completely white in there. There's nothing visually appealing that's in there. We again have a wire rack, and you just see the mess that currently is there because there's nowhere to put anything, and how just disorganized it is. Even if I organize it, it just gets disorganized in 5 seconds. And then you have this utility sink that is just horrendous. I mean, it does the job, and you can see it has a lot of paint in it because that's where we clean all the paintbrushes. So that has been helpful, but I really want to update this and give it a pop of color. I want to add some texture to it. I want to make it look more interesting, and then I want to add a lot of utility to it. I need things that hide the craziness. I don't want you to be able to see the laundry containers and the millions of bags that I have that we save to use, around the house and whatever. I want places to put those items. What does my budget look like, and what are the things that I am planning on doing in these areas? I thought that it would be really fun to share that now so that when I have the projects done, I can kind of compare, hey, this is what I was thinking that I was going to do. This is what it actually looks like. This is the budget that I had for it. This is actually how much I spent. Okay, for the mud room, I am wanting to spend, for both of these projects, no more than $1,500. For the mud room, I am thinking that like I said, I'm going to do some IKEA hacks to add in a bench, add a side area which allows for more shoes, and then I'm going to have a hanging area, and I'm going to put like a pop of color or an accent behind that, but I'm going to have a shelf and then an area where I can hang sweaters and a bench. So that's what I'm thinking for this area. I don't think that I'm hoping that it's not going to cost like more than $500. It really just depends on how much the specific cabinets and things cost with regard to IKEA at the time of when we plan to do it, and how many that I need, which I haven't flushed that out yet. So I'm thinking that it shouldn't take more than $500, if that. I'm going to pull out the carpet, and we have flooring from the master bathroom that we did that we're probably just going to put in that area. Or we may do something else, but that probably makes the most sense that we would just do that. In the laundry room, I plan to, like I said, pop of color. I'm going to add some shelving. And probably I have 2 things that I'm thinking about buying for this area and then painting them. So I'll show you that. I'll have to buy a sink because that sink cannot stay there. So I'll show you those 2 things that I have saved in my Amazon cart or wish list that I've been wanting to buy. Those are probably going to be the bulk of the cost of the budget. We will make the wood shelves ourselves, and then I'm wanting to do a cool wallpaper in this space. So it just depends on if I can find a wallpaper that's not going to be really expensive. Because if I can't, then I will probably use one of the paneling that I already have, that I have bought previously, and see if I can incorporate that in a way. As I've been talking about this, you've been seeing some inspo pictures that I have. So in total, that is the budget that I have, is $1,500 for both areas. I don't think that it's going to be that much, but we will see with an updated video when I actually do the projects of how much did I actually spend, and was I within budget or was I out of budget. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope it's extremely luxurious, but I hope you were able to keep it on a low budget. See ya in the next one. Bye.